Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Ginger Gamers Tech. I didn't want you guys and gals to think that I had forgotten about you, and I did a lot of videos on the NVIDIA Shield and how to connect your SSD, in place of the hard drive and speed things up and get yourself more space. But I didn't forget about you users that don't have hard drives. So the NVIDIA Shield TV 2015, the NVIDIA Shield TV 2017, the NVIDIA Shield TV 2019, and 2019 Pro. All of those editions have no internal storage. So you're stuck with the base 16 gigabytes. So what I want to show you today is I want to show you how to connect a network storage to your NVIDIA Shield. Both being able to transfer those files from the NVIDIA Shield TV to the computer, and also being able to transfer files from the NVIDIA Shield, from the computer to the NVIDIA Shield TV, as well as play movies and videos that you might happen to have on your computer. So the first thing that we're going to do here is actually on the NVIDIA Shield TV, and you're going to want to go up to Settings. You're going to want to go down to Device Preferences, and you're going to go down to Storage. And then once you're in storage, you're going to want to go to Transfer Files over Local Network. And you're going to want to make sure that Transfer Files over Local Network is on. And once you turn Transfer Files over Local Network on, it's going to display for you a username, a password, and it's also going to display for you a IP address for your device. All right. Now, what I recommend that you do is you either take a picture of this screen or you write down, the information. I just took a picture with my cell phone. It was easier for me, especially since the password is kind of annoying. Make sure you hold on to that information because you're going to need that later in the video. And the next part of this is going to be done on the computer, so I'm going to flash over to the computer and we're going to start doing some things there. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is actually in this link, and I'm going to put this link in the description. So after you've gone to Settings, Device Preferences, Storage and Reset, and you've enabled the Transfer over Network option, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to go into the Control Panel. And we are going to turn on the SMB 1.0 feature. Now, according to them, if you have the newest version of Shield Experience, it does support the SMB version 3, but we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get to the control panel, and the way that I like to get to the control panel is I go ahead and open this up. I just type in the letter C here, and you'll see the control panel is on the list. And then I go ahead and click on that. All right, and they want you to go to Programs and Features, which I'm going to change this to the old small icons. It's a little bit easier for me. Programs and Features. And then once you're in Programs and Features, they want you to go to Turn Windows Features On and Off, which you see here on the side. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to find the SMB 1.0 CIFS file support sharing. So it's probably going to be down toward the bottom since it's an S. And we're going to check that box, and then we're going to click OK. All right. Windows is going to do its thing. It's going to install the correct protocols for that. It will take a little bit of time. All right, so it's finished, and it wants us to restart. So we're not going to do that right this second. Okay, so go ahead and click Don't Restart. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Network and Sharing Center, and we're going to change the Advanced Sharing Settings. And what we have to do in there is turn on Network Discovery. All right, so we can go back from here, back to the Control Panel, and the Network and Sharing Center should be here. Click there. And let's see here. Turn on Network Discovery. So if you don't already have Network Discovery on, it's going to prompt you. It's actually going to pop up here near the top. If you do already have it on, you're probably going to have to go to change advanced sharing settings, and you're going to have to check in here to make sure that it's on. So as you can see here, I have network discovery, turn on network discovery, automatic setup and network, new devices. It also has guest or public networks and all networks, but we're only doing the private network because our NVIDIA Shield is on that private network. Now, once you have selected turn on network discovery, you're going to go ahead and hit Save Changes, and you can close this window out. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to our adapter settings, which, ironically, I guess I shouldn't have closed the window out. That's okay. So, network. And it wants us to go to our Wi-Fi settings, basically. Let's see here. And view network and sharing center. We're going back to the sharing center. All right, so in the network sharing center, we're going to go to change adapter settings. I always hate how Windows makes you go through all these hoops to get to the same places. In Windows 7, you could get to them so easy, and in Windows 10, it's like you got to jump through 3 hoops like a dolphin to get to where you need to go. All right, so you're going to use the adapter that you're currently using. Okay, so that's the one we're interested in. So if you're on an Ethernet connection, you're going to want to right-click on Properties on the Ethernet. If you're on a Wi-Fi connection, you're going to right-click on Properties on the Wi-Fi connection. All right, it's not a both. It's a which one you're actually using. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to enable NetBIOS, which should be in here. Go to the IPv4 protocol, which is right here. And then in the IPv4 protocol, we're going to the the advanced tab. And then in the advanced, we're going to the WinS tab, which is it's an older form of sort of like a DHCP. And we're just checking the box that says enable NetBIOS over TCP. And then we're going to click OK, OK, and then close. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go back to the control panel. And we're going to go back to those advanced sharing settings. I don't know why it didn't tell us to do that the first time. So network and sharing center, advanced sharing settings. And then after you've set that up, you're going to want to go to turn off the passwords for protected sharing, which is network sharing center, advanced sharing settings, all networks. All right, so we're going to turn off password protected sharing right here. Click Save Settings. All right, and the next thing it's asking us to do is enable inbound and outbound firewall rules. Now, you don't have to do this if you have already disabled your firewall and maybe you're using a different one. But if you don't have your firewall disabled, you're going to have to follow these steps to enable the outbound and inbound rules for the SMB protocol. Control panel, system and security, Windows firewall. All right, so let's go back to the control panel, system and security. System and security. I don't even see that here. Let's just go to the Windows Defender firewall. It's probably an outdated tutorial here. All right, and then we're going to the advanced settings. Sounds right. All right, and under inbound rules, locate below rules for each rule, right-click the rule, and click Enable. All right, so we're going to File and Print Sharing. Would be under F. It's not there. Right-click the rule and click Enable Rule. Okay, here we go. All right, so File and Printer Sharing, NB name in right here. Enable Rule. File and print sharing NB session in TCP 139. Session in. We've got 2 name ins and we've got 2 session ins. Local subnet and any. Okay. Well, we're not interested in any, so we're going to do the local subnet option because the local subnet option and the any option. So the difference is that if you do the any option, that means that you're going to be able to access this on from the internet, or from any network that might be connected to your network. The only on the local subnet basically only allows computers that are on your Wi-Fi router connected directly to your router or with an Ethernet connect cable directly to your router to be able to access it, which is what we want. All right, so we've got both of those rules enabled, and then we also need file and printer sharing SMB in. So it seems like the local subnet version is the first one. Then we also need file and print sharing NB-datagram-in. All right, where are you? There it is. All right, so again, the local subnet version is, it's actually the second one. Okay. It's good to double check that. I don't want to actually accidentally activate the one that allows people from the internet to be able to access my network. All right, so now that we have that done, that's pretty much it there. So you're just going to go ahead and close this out. So one of the things that it asks you to do is to go into the regedit and edit this value. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. So you're going to click on the search button. And you're going to type in reg, edit. And what I want you to do is right click on it and click run as administrator. If you don't run it as administrator, you won't have the permissions to actually perform the change. All right, so we're going to go to HKey local machine system. All right, so you can just go ahead and click here anywhere, it doesn't matter, and then left click and it'll collapse everything. Or sorry, hold the left arrow on the keyboard. I didn't mean left click. And using the arrows on the keyboard, you can go ahead and start to search through here. So HKey local machine, so we go down, press the right arrow, and then we're going to system. Then we're going down to current control set, and then we're going to control, and then LSA. All the way down to LSA. Where are you hiding at? Right there. All right, and in LSA, you're going to look for the entry that says LM compatibility level. Should be alphabetical here. I don't see LM here at all. No, we definitely don't have LM here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add it. So if you do not have the registry entry here, you're going to go ahead and new, dword, all right, and you're going to create it. And then once you've created it, you're going to add the value 3. All right, and that's as simple as it gets. If it is already there, just change the value to 3. All right, and then exit. All right, so the next step is to see if we can have access to the drive itself. So I know that the hard drive, or sorry, the IP address for the NVIDIA Shield is supposed to be .5. Yeah, 0.5. Let's make sure that the NVIDIA Shield is on. I actually have it connected to my game capture. So it's got Netflix on the screen. Course. All right, so it is on, and we're going to go to our network neighborhood here, and we're going to see if it has appeared this time. I hate how it brings up that window all the time. All right, so the first thing we're going to try is //shield. And of course it brings up a search window, which is not what we wanted at all. Can't remember if I used the wrong slashes. Windows cannot access Shield. All right, let's try the IP address, which is 192.168.0.5. All right, and then we need to type in our username and credentials that it gave us on the window when we were looking at the NVIDIA Shield the first time. So mine, for instance, is YDoc16 for some reason with a rather weird password. All right, and we're going to click Remember, and then click OK. All right, so now we have access to the internal hard drive, and I actually have some comics on here. I purchased these through the Humble Bundle back when they had them up available on the store. And that's pretty cool. Are you going to load the PDF or not? They're actually fairly large files, and because they're very, very high quality scans of the comics. Much higher than standard. I had actually forgotten that I even had them on there. I'm going to go ahead and close this because I'm not sure that they're going to open over the net. I might be able to click on one of the smaller ones. Let's see here. That one that I clicked on was like 2 gigabytes in size. This one is I think 120 megabytes. We'll just kind of put this off to the side for the moment. Not really that big of a deal. All right, so there we go. That's accessing a comic that was on my NVIDIA Shield. Now, granted, it should work the other way as well, but now we have enabled network access, which is what we were looking for in the first place. All right, so we're going to do a couple more things here to try and get this running. We've already connected the computer to the Shield, but we want to connect the Shield to the computer. And so we're going to run a couple more commands here. So first we're going to go to PowerShell, and you're going to right-click on PowerShell, and you're going to click Run as Administrator. In PowerShell, you're going to take this command. I'm going to post this in the description for you to copy, or you can just try and type it in. Either way works. All right, and you're going to hit that, and then you're going to hit Yes to All, which is A. All right, and then after you do that, we're going to go into the registry editor again. So we're going to open up regedit, and you're going to right-click on that and click Run as Administrator. All right, and this is the pathway we're going to follow here. It's going to be HKey local machine. We're going to go to System. Then we're going to go to Current Control Set. And then we're going to go to Services. And then we're going to go down to Landman Server. Should be under L. There it is, Landman Server. And we're going to find the key that says SMB1. All right, and if it's not there, we're going to right-click and we're going to go to New. And then we're going to go to DWORD value. And then we're going to enter the name SMB1. And we're going to hit Enter. And then we're going to edit this value. And we're going to change the value to 1, which is enabled. All right. And just as a precaution, we're also going to do SMB3. SMB3 is a new protocol that the newer NVIDIA Shields are capable of. So we're just going to enable that as well. All right, so we're going to exit here. All right, so one of the things that you have to do to get your share working is you have to actually make a share. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to a hard drive in particular, and you're going to want to right-click on that hard drive. You're going to go to Properties. Then you want to go to Sharing, and then Share. This one in particular, I think is already shared. Let's do a different one. So let's do a folder instead. So we're going to right-click on the folder, go to Properties, Sharing, Share, choose Daniel, Share, and then make sure you have that selected, and then click Done. And that's it. All right, now to access your computer as an actual network attached storage, we're going to have to go a step further. Now, one thing that you have to have before you're able to do this is you're going to need to have a password set up on your computer so that when you connect to it from your Shield, you have a password to type in. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Start menu, and then you're going to click on the little gear, which is Settings. Then you're going to click on Account. And then you're going to click on Sign In Options. Then you're going to go to Password. And you're going to click on Add. And you're going to type in your new password here. All right, so this is your password to connect to that particular device, or rather your computer. You may want to reboot your NVIDIA Shield and your computer to make sure that all these changes are going into effect. And we're going to pick this up on the NVIDIA Shield. All right, so now that you have rebooted your computer, rebooted your NVIDIA Shield, and put in the commands that we figured out earlier, we're going to go back to the settings, and we're going to go to the device preferences, and then storage. We're going to go down to mount network storage, and you're going to choose your computer. You're going to connect as a registered user. And here it's a little hinky. You notice how the cursor disappears, and then if I press right, the cursor reappears. You're going to want to make sure that cursor is visible, and then click, which is going to bring up the window so you can type in your password. Username first, and then password. If you are not sure what your username is, if you go on your computer and you click on the Start menu, and then you go to the search, type in CMD for command prompt, open the command prompt, and type "Who am I?" It will tell you what your username is. So, just for some reason, if you don't know what it is, or if there actually are situations where your username and your displayed name will be different. So double check that just to be sure that you're typing in the right thing. And then go ahead and type in the password that we did earlier. All right, and now you see that it's connecting, and it says that it is connected. Now from here, there's nothing you can do. Unfortunately, you cannot look at this. You cannot do anything with this. So you're going to have to go over to your browser of choice, your file browser. Now I have two on here. I have ES File Explorer, but I also have Explorer, and I tend to like Explorer better. So let's go ahead and open up Explorer. And as you see, we have YouTube videos edited, which is what I shared earlier. And we're going to go in there, and I want to take a look and see if I can play a video real quick. This is actually where I store my my videos for YouTube. Once I've finished editing them, I go ahead and I put them in here. So let's go ahead and play something cute. I have my chinchilla videos in here. Here's the chinchilla dust bath video. So we're going to go ahead and play that. And so this video is not on my NVIDIA Shield. This video is playing from my computer through the network as a network attached storage so that I can watch essentially any file that's on my computer. Well, obviously, you guys and gals that are trying to do this are probably going to be playing, like Dragon Ball Z or something, or, some movie that you downloaded off the internet, whatever it is. But this shows you that not only is it possible, but See my cute little chonchula. Look at this one part where he like floof. See his little belly? Look at his little floof of belly. Hold on. Let's get that. Come on. Come on. Do the roll. Do the zero. Do the zero. We'll get that frame by frame action. Floofers. Look at all that fluffins. The fluffin stuffins. Yeah, boy. All right, so as you can see from here, actually, like I said, I like this Explorer a lot better. I feel like it would just... It's not necessarily that ES File Explorer is bad. Like, I like it on my phone, but I don't like it... I don't like it on my Android TV, if that makes any sense. So, you know, from here, you can literally play any video that you have. These are all ones that I've edited and messed around with in MP4 format. But there are also other videos in here that are not in MP4 format. Let me see if I can find one of those. I believe Among Us has some that are not in MP4. Actually, there's nothing in that folder. Hold on. Oh, no, never mind. Every single file that's in here is going to be an MP4 because that's what I put them in. Well, here we go. We got one in .mov for some reason. Let's take a look at that one. Hello, guys and gals, and welcome. This is a slightly different video player than the last one I was using. Oh, yeah, this is the bug. Watch this. I try and jump through the window. Hold on. That got shot. It was a pretty hilarious bug that I found in Cyberpunk. You see that? So literally when you jump through the window, if you don't shoot out the glass properly, it just shoots you back like a rocket launcher. Just all the way out in the middle of the desert. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this little video on how to attach a network attached storage to your NVIDIA Shield TV so that you can play your videos, you know, anything that you've downloaded essentially. You can set up multiple shares and you can actually attach multiple shares to your NVIDIA Shield. This particular share is just one of my many hard drives that I have in my computer. For me in particular, I would probably want to share my anime drive. And I have, you know, various animes over time that I have collected. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.